Nothing. Second quarter, the Bears offense just didn't have it. Again, this was an interception off the hands of Anthony Miller to Troy Hill. Bears missed a couple of field goals. Matt Nagy said this morning he is not going to entertain new kickers. That's interesting. Malcolm Brown entertains the end zone. They go up. They do not give up the lead. And there was a long private conversation between head coach and quarterback, which resulted in Chase Daniel going in the game, but that was because Mitch Trubisky had some...
The Chargers to wrap up Week 11. Selva is out in the newsroom in Culver City with headlines. What's your got?
Hey, what's going on there, Kay? Guys, happy Monday to you all. The Saints coming off a disappointing loss to the Falcons in Week 10. But the good news heading into their game with the Bucs was that they have not lost consecutive games since the beginning of the 2017 season. The defense stepping up big time in this one, coming up with 4 picks for the first time since Week 15 of 2012. Ironically enough, against the Bucs as well. New Orleans defense allowing less than 17 points a game since Week 4. Saints defensive end Cameron Jordan spoke with our Tiffany Blackman after the game about how they needed this win after last week's performance.
When you lose to a team that you feel that you're better than or feel that you should have won, that's something that you have to take upon yourself. Each one of these weeks is precious. We only got 16 games. We have to make the most of each and every time we take the field.
You definitely do, but look, the Falcons, they beat the Panthers today. So you guys are going to see Carolina at home next week, but you go into that game with plenty of breathing room in this division. How do you keep the momentum?
Just knowing that, after they take a loss, Coach Rivera is not going to, sit on that lightly. You talk about an in-division opponent, they're going to be fueled just like we're fueled. It's got to be the most desperate team that takes the field coming next Sunday.
All right, friend of the show, Cam Jordan. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson was, as Ian Eagles said, remarkable, but he also had some help in running back Mark Ingram, the owner of an Angry Runs crown, doing it with his hands as he had 2 touchdown grabs from Jackson. Our very own Mike Garafolo. Mike G caught up with Ingram after the game, and as you would expect, he did not disappoint with the guest appearance from one Brandon Williams.
I got to be honest, I'm running out of things to ask you about Lamar. I mean, it's just incredible.
Blackjack 21 out there balling.
Hey, you know what they say?
You synced it.
Hey, double down on the 10.
Double down.
Pull the ace.
Ace.
Blackjack 21.
You are.
I got to have that little card with me at the table so I know.
You know that.
Or you. You guys are good luck lately.
Yeah.
But Lamar and what he's doing, I mean, last week he's sitting, he's got the glasses on the sideline. This week he's chowing down on a banana. Will he ever play a fourth quarter ever again? What do you think?
He's that dude, man. He's that dude, man. He's getting better every week. And we all just try to do our jobs to the best of our ability to be able to make his job easier and help him out. But, yeah, it's going to be games where we're going to have to play all 60 minutes, and we're preparing ourselves for that, and we're built for that.
All right, double down on the 10, right?
Double down on the 10. They're going to give you the ace. Blackjack 21.
Oh, he has come up with 2 of the best sound bites, I think, of the year already after the win yesterday. Mark Ingram, who also says that he'll put that Angry Runs crown on his Heisman Trophy. Who is winning more at life than him right now? I don't think anybody.
He's the best. When it comes to hit or stay, he is definitely hit. Every single time. I love him.
All the time.
Ravens.
Thanks, Will.
21.
Yep.
Ravens and the Niners square off in a couple weeks. How about those Niners? Let's get out to San Francisco, where Kyle Shanahan is coaching against this guy, Kyler Murray. Kyler, the only quarterback to have a 100-plus passer rating versus the Niners this year, did it on Thursday night 2 weeks ago. Here he scampers in for a 22-yard touchdown. Cardinals would lead late in this one, 26-23. And then Jimmy does what Jimmy does. Takes him on a fourth-quarter drive, finds who? Jeff Wilson Jr.
How many running backs do they have?
1,008. Kingsbury is beside himself.
No Kittle again yesterday.
No Kittle.
Yeah.
Manuel Sanders banged up.
Manuel Sanders was banged up. Stanley was out. Breida was out. No problem. Niners get the win. They improve to 9-1. Here is Kyle Shanahan after his team kept that first-place seed in the NFC.
Coach of the year.
A lot of ups and downs in that. There was definitely some good things, and there were some really bad things. It actually reminded me a lot of Monday night, to where there were some things we got very excited about, and then felt like you blew it a number of times, to where you kind of get crushed, and then the guys were just resilient and just kept coming, and we were able to finish it out the right way, unlike we did last week. So 2 similar games like that, and by no means was perfect, but real proud of the guys, how they just kept fighting, found a way to get it done.
Cardinals are going to be a problem for teams down the stretch, but the Niners are 9-1 going into Week 12. Jameis Winston did his best Patrick Mahomes impression. How did it go?
Lefty twice. That was pretty cool. Fortunately, also threw 4 picks.
Stephon Diggs and the Vikes stage a late-game comeback. But wait, Marshall Lattimore wasn't playing in that game. What do you mean, Marshall? And he had how many picks?
4. Steps up in the pocket, little wiggle, and he goes over the top. I see you. That's the car shifting gears and making a play. Mike Mayock, what's up? He's like, yeah, you see what I did with the hat? Like the hat, a little Kango, putting the team together, and they're making plays for him. Ryan Finley trying to make a play. He's making his second career start. He's looking downfield for Alex Erickson, but he's going to find Trayvon Mullen. That is icing the game, so I'll call him Ice Tray. The Raiders, they win this one 17-10. The Raiders still very much in the mix.
That's Crosby.
It's Crosby 4 sacks. The Raiders play the Jets next week. How would the Jets do against the Redskins here? Sam Darnold looking. That is former Redskin Jamison Crowder with a touchdown. Darnold would throw 4 touchdown passes in this game. Commemorates it. It's the first time he's had a 4-touchdown game, but the defense was a lot. Jamal Adams had 3 sacks yesterday. How about Neville Hewitt with the interception to put the game away? Jets dominant in Washington. Redskins have a lot of issues. Dwayne Haskins, long way to go. Not all on him, though. This was not a good effort for Washington at home. Jets get the victory. Pretty great for New York.
All right, more highlights. Let's go. Broncos, Vikings.
Nate, I think we're going to wait on those.
Oh, okay, all
That's
right.
called a tease.
You're standing over there to give us some thoughts on what you saw that stuck out to you.
This is a fantastic thing. I remember Peter once tried to tell us with a straight face on this show that the most exciting electric football player in the NFL is not Mahomes or Lamar or Kamara. It's a guard from Jersey, and his name is Quenton Nelson, Indianapolis Colts. He might be right. Quenton Nelson got a goal line carry yesterday. It appeared that he scored, and it was then overturned. However, in the meantime, the Colts did like the coolest thing of the year. Go ahead and give it to me. They did a full-on keg stand celebration with a 330-pound man. Now watch Quentin. He just scored a touchdown. Here we go. Bring it up and freeze it. All right, now first of all, let me shout out guard Mark Glowinski, who is the keg in this. They call him Glow. All right, and then we have guard Joe Haig, center Ryan Kelly here, and also tackle Braden Smith. What I love here is you'll notice Eric Ebron is already pounding his spear as a 330-pound man is all the way with his legs towards the ceiling of Lucas Oil, and these guys are the happiest. Woo. The best thing is, guys, this goes back weeks. Do you remember when Eric Ebron made the one-handed catch in the back and Quentin was in the pattern? They were supposed to do it then, and they've been working on it, so this was a long time coming. Jacoby Brissett said he almost cried watching the celebration. He's here. And you know what the best part is? They asked Quentin afterwards, like, yo, so Quentin, what kind of beer was in that keg? And he's not doing any of this fancy IPA, blah, blah. He's just, Bud Light, baby. That's right, because for this man, IPA stands for I push anvils. I punish the AFC, and the Colts gave us the greatest picture of the weekend. A keg stand celebration that is perfectly executed, and everybody had fun. That's what I'm about. And if we weren't going to get in trouble legally, we would do it ourselves. Quenton Nelson, you are the best.
Loved seeing that. Keg stands, not into it.
Not into it?
That's the most pointless thing on planet Earth is a
keg. You just wet blanketed the whole thing.
No,
you don't like keg
stands? I like the celebration.
Oh, you just love it yourself.
Real life, a keg stand, not into it.
All right.
I am a big keg stand.
Love the celebration.
Yes. All right, second quarter, Broncos, they lead 10-0 after Andy Jonovich, he stuffs it in for the 1-yard TD, and it's looking like Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, they are struggling in this one. Sacked by Shelby Harris, recovered by Alexander Johnson. The Vikings, they struggled through most of this game, but Kirk Cousins wasn't done. Fourth quarter now. Vikings trailing 23-13 following 2 earlier second-half TDs. 3rd and 2. I want you to pay attention to the running game because it's a little bit of a play action, which means everybody gets their eyes in the backfield. That's what happens when you have a good running back like Dalvin Cook. And over the top, it's Stephon Diggs. No diggity, no doubt. That's a 54-yard touchdown. They would trail 23-20. Pay attention to the running back. Play action once again. Linebackers, everybody's looking in the backfield. Who's paying attention to Kyle Rudolph?
He was on the show on Friday.
Exactly. If you come on the show, you'll find your flow. Kyle Rudolph, he gets in for the 32-yard TD. The Vikings, they take their first lead of the game late in the game. All right, under 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter, same score. Broncos keeping their drive alive. 4th and 1. And my guy Brandon Allen says, I got this, don't worry about it. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he does. Broncos first down.
He's unhappy.
Who's that lady?
I don't know. Here we go, 2 seconds left. He's looking for his wide receiver, Noah Fant. And Noah was more focused on pushing off and catching the.
They get really far. They get right there with Case Keenum, and then the next thing they know, this locker room, Kirk Cousins gets thrust in there and sort of put on them. There's an idea that that's kind of what happened. What does a win like this do for that narrative from the outside looking in?
Well, it just changes their level of confidence. I mean, everybody's going to continue to criticize Kirk Cousins, but you come into a game saying, oh, if we stop Dalvin Cook, we stop this offense. No Adam Thielen. They did pretty much stop Dalvin Cook, but they found a way to win. So credit to Kirk Cousins, credit to the play calling, and credit to the pass catcher, Stephon Diggs, and, of course, Kyle Rudolph.
Love it.
What do we got?
Let's go to another game. Let's go down to Miami, where the Buffalo Bills were visiting. Let's see Bills-Dolphins here. Josh Allen and the Bills, 25th in the league in scoring so far this season. Let's see how they would do against a Dolphins team that has rattled off 2 straight victories. Allen rolls right. Awesome with his legs this season, very quietly having a huge statistical year on the ground. Bills win by 17 in the division. They silence all those Dolphins players. We're talking big comeback this season.
Rams, Bears, Aaron Donald wreaking havoc on the Bears offense, and so is Khalil Mack, right?
Not as much, Karen.
And the Colts look to take the lead in the AFC South. More highlights ahead for Set It Off.
Never give up on